Your Excellency Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, Your Excellencies, fellow heads of state and government, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by extending my gratitude to my brother and colleague, His Excellency Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, for inviting me to participate in this second edition of the ASWAN Forum on Sustainable Peace and Development. The topic for discussion under this session is post-COVID-19 recovery, strengthening sustainable peace and development in Africa. Is timely in the context of the need to lay a strong foundation for sustainable post-COVID-19 recovery. My country is grateful to the government and the people of the Arab Republic of Egypt for the generous donation of PPEs to the African Union COVID-19 Response Fund. The collective response by the African Union to the threat posed by COVID-19 is championed by His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa, is a clear demonstration of Africa's ability to come up with innovative ideas to resolve contemporary challenges. The ramifications of the pandemic will indeed be far-reaching across all spheres of life, thus endangering peace and security, human capital development, and the socio-economic recovery. It is paramount that we relook at our respective national health infrastructure and health financing models. The need to capacitate the Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, is urgent. Accordingly, a review of the statute founding the agency must be undertaken in accordance with the decision of the 34th Ordinary Session of the Assembly of Heads of State and Governments. Zimbabwe therefore calls for the urgent implementation of the Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Plan for Africa to enable research and the production of drugs on the continent. There is now a more compelling case for our nations within the AU to ratify the agreement for the establishment of the African Medicines Agency. Your Excellencies, we need to live up to our pledge to silence the guns on our continent. To do so, sustainable peace and development in Africa in the post-COVID-19 era will be largely dependent on our collective commitment to implement the conventions, treaties, protocols, and agreements already adopted by our continental body, the African Union. Strategic tasks envisaged under the revised African Peace and Security Architecture roadmap must be implemented. These include conflict preventions, crisis and conflict management, post-conflict reconstruction and peace building, as well as coordination and building partnerships by the African Union Commission and the regional economic communities and procrastination over the strengthening of the African standby force cannot anymore continue. We must persist on the path to reignite industrialization and modernize our economies, leveraging on the AfCFTA, inclusive governance and sustainable economic empowerment programs, especially for the youth and women, as envisaged in Agenda 2063, should be intensified. In this regard, collaboration with all stakeholders and strategic partners remains key. Finally, Zimbabwe stands ready to support and participate in concrete actions that will help our continent recover better in the post-COVID-19 era towards enhancing sustainable peace and economic growth for our continent, Africa. I thank you.